This is the story of the birth of Isaac from Genesis 16 through 21. Now Abram had been in the land for 10 years, and Sarai, his wife, was childless. So Sarai thought she could raise a family through Hagar, her Egyptian maidservant, who Abraham agreed to take Hagar as his wife. And so Hagar gave birth to a son when Abram was 86 years old, and Abram named him Ishmael. Now Sarai remained childless, and when Abram was 99 years old, the Lord appeared to him, saying, I am God Almighty, walk before me and be blameless, and I will confirm my covenant with you and will greatly increase your numbers. So Abram falls face down, and God says, your name now will be Abraham, for I will make you the father of many nations, and I will establish my covenant with you and your descendants to be your God and the God of your descendants, and I will give you and your descendants the whole land of Canaan. Now this is my covenant that you are to keep, God said. Every male amongst you must be circumcised. Every 8-day-old male must be circumcised who's born in your household, and even those that are born from or purchased by from a foreigner who are not your offspring must be circumcised. Any male amongst you who's uncircumcised has broken my covenant, must be cut off from the people. Now, as far as Sarai goes, her name will be Sarah, and I will give you a son through Sarah, and you are to name him Isaac, and I will establish my everlasting covenant with Isaac. And then Abram falls on his face and he laughs, thinking to himself, will a 90-year-old woman give birth to a son through a 100-year-old man? If only Ishmael could live under your blessing. And God said, yes, he will, but I will establish my everlasting covenant with Isaac, whom Sarah will bear for you, or you'll have a son through Sarah in a year when I return. Now, then God appeared to Abraham, and Abram looked up. He saw 3 men nearby, and what happened is he rushed to them. He bowed before them. He had Sarah bake him some bread. He had his servant prepare a tender calf. He brought it to them with some curds and milk, and they ate it under a tree. Now his visitors said to him, where is Sarah, your wife? And Abram said, she's in the tent. And then the Lord said, I'm going to return in a year, and I'm going to give you a son through Sarah, and at this time in 1 year. And then Sarah laughed to herself, thinking, will I now have this pleasure of bearing a son, now that I'm well past the age of childbearing? And so the Lord said, why did Sarah laugh? Is anything too difficult for the Lord? And Sarah was afraid, and she denied, or she lied, saying she didn't laugh. But the Lord said, no, you did laugh. And now God was gracious to Sarah and gave Sarah a son, or gave Abraham a son through Sarah. When Abraham was 100 years old, Abram named the son that Sarah bore him Isaac, and he had him circumcised on the 8th day. And Sarah said, God has given me laughter, and everybody who hears about this will laugh with me. And this is the story of the birth of Isaac.